110 years. That's how long a 26-year-old was sentenced today for an accident and crash that led to a fire on I-70 in 2019. 4 people died. Rogel Aguilera-Mederos was driving a semi-truck when it slammed and stopped into traffic in Lakewood. A jury found him guilty of 27 counts, including assault and vehicular manslaughter.
And the argument from family members and the prosecution was never that he intended to kill people that day, but that he made too many reckless mistakes. Here's 9 News reporter Katie Eastman.
Courtroom 130 was a tough place to be for 2.5 hours on Monday afternoon. The mother of Rogel Aguilera-Mederos cried out as the truck driver entered to begin his sentencing hearing.
These families have a hole in a place that's empty now.
Inside this room, heartbreak in every corner from the families of 4 people who were killed when Aguilera-Mederos lost control of the semi he was driving and crashed into traffic in April 2019. Miguel Arellano, Bill Bailey, Doyle Harrison, and Stan Politano died.
And I know that I don't get to have my dad for the rest of my life, but I hope that the defendant's son can have his dad for the rest of his life.
And it is exhausting to actually make the decision to stay alive every day.
The decision to stay alive.
I take the responsibility, but it wasn't intentional.
Aguilera-Mederos said he didn't understand why God made the decision to keep him alive.
I would have preferred God taking me instead of that, because this is no life.
People in this room spoke of life and loss, even forgiveness.
I am not angry at you.
But the law had the last word.
Because I will state that if I had the discretion, it would not be my sentence.
The sentence puts Aguilera-Mederos in prison for the rest of his life. Courtroom 130 was a tough place to be on Monday, but the hearts inside it will stay broken long after leaving. Katie Eastman, 9 News.
The judge said his hands were tied when it came to sentencing because Colorado's violent crime statute is specific. 9 News legal expert Scott Robinson says certain violent crimes require a minimum sentence for each victim, and they have to run consecutively, one after the other. Of the 27 counts the jury found him guilty of, a judge said 16 of them had to be sentenced consecutively. But Robinson says there is one way for violent crime sentences to be reduced. It just won't happen anytime soon.
Colorado's violent crime statute gives judges some discretion after 180 days have passed. Here, the sentencing judge, Bruce Jones, will have an opportunity to determine whether there were unusual and extenuating circumstances which would justify a reduction in the sentences imposed.
The judge gave an indication he would consider a motion like that down the road when he said he could not assure the courtroom this would be the end of this process.